I am from How To Taxes. I am here to help you fill out your Form 1040 when you are head of household filing status. To preface this video, the IRS is not accepting returns till February 12th this year, but you can still get going on filling it out. For head of household status, you must be unmarried, paid over half the cost to keep up a home, have a qualifying child or dependent. In this example, you have a 13-year-old son. This is the front page of the Form 1040. It is the top portion of the form. Check the Head of Household Filing Status box. Put your name, address, and Social Security number on the form. Under the Dependent section, put your son's first and last name, his Social Security number, his relationship to you, and check the box that he qualifies for the child tax credit. On line 1, put your wages. You can find this information on the Form W-2 that your employer sent you in box 1. In this example, the wages are $48,850. Put the wages on line 1. You also received a Form 1099 interest from your bank, reporting taxable interest of $100. Put that on line 2B and add that to line 1 to arrive at total income of $48,950 on line 9. New this year, the IRS is allowing charitable contributions in addition to your standard deduction. The max is $300. In this example, it is assumed that you gave $300 or more to a charity. Put that on line 10B and carry it to line 10C. Subtract that from your total income to arrive at adjusted gross income of $48,650 on line 11. On line 12, put your standard deduction. It is assumed in this example that this will exceed your itemized deductions. You can find it in the box to the left. It is $18,650 for head of household. Carry that down to line 14 and subtract that from your adjusted gross income to arrive at taxable income of $30,000 on line 15. On line 16, we will put your tax. You can find the tax tables beginning on page 66 of the Form 1040 instructions. Since your taxable income was at least $30,000 but less than $30,050 and you are head of household filing status, your tax is $3,321. Put that on line 16 and carry it down to line 18. Note that if you had a younger child and you had child care expenses, you can file Form 2441 for a credit. Next, we will calculate your child tax credit. You can find the worksheet on page 37 of the Form 1040 instructions. There are a few examples when you would not use this worksheet, and they are listed here. On line 1, put $2,000 as you have one qualifying child. On line 2, it would be 0 as you have no other dependents. Add lines 1 and 2 together to arrive at $2,000 on line 3. Put your adjusted gross income of $48,650 on line 4. Put $200,000 on line 5 as it instructs. Line 6 will be left blank and line 7 will be 0 as line 5 is more than line 4. Subtract line 7 from line 3 to arrive at $2,000 on line 8. On line 9, put your tax of $3,321. Line 10 will be 0, as you don't have any amounts from those schedules. Subtract line 10 from line 9 to arrive at $3,321 on line 11. Since that is more than $2,000, Your child tax credit is $2,000 on line 12. You do not have to attach this worksheet to your return. Put the $2,000 on line 19 and carry that down to line 21. Subtract that from line 18 to arrive at $1,321 on line 22. Since you have no other taxes, line 24 will be $1,321. Next, we will put your federal income tax withholding on the return. Again, you can find that from your Form W-2 in Box 2. It is $1,500 in this example. Put that on line 25A and carry it to line 25D. Since you had no other payments, line 32 will be 0. Subtract that from line 25D to arrive at $1,500 on line 33. Next, we will calculate your overpayment. It is $179 in this example. Put that on line 34 and again on line 35A as you would want it refunded to you. If you want it directly deposited into your bank account, check the type of account that you have on line 35C. Also complete the routing and account information on lines 35B and D. If you don't want it directly deposited into your bank account, cross off lines 35B and D and the IRS will send you a check directly. Note that there is a box to the left of line 35A referring to Form 8888. You would only check this box if you want your refund deposited into more than one bank account, so usually this will be left blank. Remember to sign date and put your occupation at the bottom of the form. Your taxes are all done. Thank you for watching. I am from How To Taxes. Subscribe for future tax videos.